invest in physical media. We are honestly living in a very scary time because everything is so digitized now, which has its perks but also its demerits. Fashion lives in the moment, and when that moment passes, it's literally gone. Like, think about saving your favorite outfit you found on Pinterest or on TikTok, and then you go back the next week, like, okay, let me try to recreate this outfit, and it's not there because the creator deleted it. See, this is why you need to invest in physical media, because physical fashion media always rely on memory, on archives, and without physical media, so much of fashion history risks being lost. If you really care about fashion and its preservation, you would start investing in things like magazines, books, and zines. And like I said, the rate at which trends are moving right now is honestly ridiculous. Like, you could find something that you like, leopard print pants, you love that shit. You go to the store, you buy it. The next day, this shit is already out. It's last season. And honestly, the scary part is that most of these trends we see only exist online. Go to like real cities, real places. People don't dress like how they dress online. Like, that shit is just for show. I must say. It's honestly so annoying because if you dress a certain way and if it doesn't fit the algorithm, it doesn't trend and it's seen as like weird. So, which basically means that whatever doesn't fit the algorithm, whatever doesn't trend, basically goes extinct. Like, imagine the 90s fashion only survived through a few reposted clips on TikTok. We wouldn't really understand the era's hold it had on people, the cultural significance. And that's exactly what's happening in the digital world today. It's endless, but it's not permanent. And physical media drastically solves that problem. Like, archival value, a Vogue issue from the 90s will always exist as it is if it's preserved. It's basically a cultural capsule, and designers, stylists, teachers, researchers kind of refer back to this capsule for inspo. Physical media also shows credibility, who's credible, because now anyone can post anything on TikTok. But print is very intentional. An editor, a photographer, and a stylist are all collaborating on this one piece. That's why scrolling through magazines feels so intentional. It just has a whole different feel than scrolling through TikTok. And also ownership, very important, because when you buy a magazine or a book or a zine, it's yours. You spend money on that. It honestly reminds me of the whole thing that happened early on in the year about TikTok literally getting banned, and everyone was like rushing to download all their clips because guess what? These apps, we don't own these apps, and if they don't update the app, we're not gonna be able to use the apps anymore, and all of our shit, all of our things that we think we own, they just disappear. And honestly, this is really why I started collecting magazines, because I got super tired of like referencing TikTok and Pinterest as fashion infos, because at the end of the day, we're all slowly like merging and dressing into the same person. We're all combining and merging to the same person, which is like, what about individuality? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I do try to reference the magazines I've collected a lot of the time, but also still balancing it with referencing TikTok and Pinterest. Because, hey, listen, I'm only a girl. It also honestly inspires me to get more creative, because I feel like on Pinterest and on TikTok, everyone has a formula for everything. But the thing is, if you collect more vintage magazines, it kind of forces you to create your own version of something that you've seen that existed years and years ago. And if you really deep it, if you really think about it, if we don't have physical media for fashion, a lot of fashion trends, ideas, history, cultural significance will just vanish. And that's crazy to conceptualize. Fashion history will really become harder for the new generation to really decode and really get on board and understand if we didn't have physical media to constantly reference. I just really wish a lot of people understood that fashion isn't what's trending right now, but also building on what came before. And the only way to preserve that is through physical media. And if you love fashion like you say you do, start your own archive. Buy that coffee table book, thrift that old vintage magazine. Because trust me, I feel like it'll go really handy in the long run. And truly, if you want your own personal style and not look like everyone else on the internet, investing in physical media will help you do that. Like and subscribe if you like this video. I will be more consistent. Yes, the tail end of 2025 will definitely be my year of consistency. You can count on that.